What it do, my dudes? It is your boy Joe for saying, guys, coming back at you with another video, and today you guys are gonna be watching Superior Code of Call of Duty World War 2 gameplay on the map Blender Docks using one of the newer guns that recently came out. Not with the newer patch of guns, but the patch before that. That's when these guns came out, and the gun I'm going to be using, or the gun you guys are gonna be watching me use, is the Type 5. And let me just tell you right now, the Type 5 has to be one of the worst guns in the game. Now, before you guys say, oh, why is that, or blah 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 blah, let me tell you why I think it's the worst gun. I'm not saying it's the worst gun in terms of like it has the worst stats, but just in terms of it being compared to another gun. Like, you can use literally any other gun and still do better. Now, depending on your playstyle, my personal playstyle, it doesn't correlate with this gun at all, so that's what I'm classifying it as the worst gun. I'd rather use any other gun in the game than this one, but just because it is one of the newer guns, I had to try it and give it a try. Now, when I say worst guns, like I said, I'm not talking about the stats, because this gun does have some good stats in terms of the fact that it is a 2-shot kill. I'm not sure from which distance, but from most distances it is a 2-shot kill, sometimes even one. I think if you get lucky, maybe a 1-shot headshot. I'm not entirely too sure, but it is a 2-shot kill. But the part that sucks the most is that it has the slowest fire rate in the assault rifle class. That's why I think it's the worst gun, because of the fact that it does have a slow fire rate. In this game, you can literally die by somebody using a Thompson or PPSH. They could be firing their gun at you while you're barely shooting 2 bullets. They could shoot like 15 at you already. So that's why I say that it's not really a good gun in most situations, but there are some situations where it does come in clutch. The gun I'm comparing this to is the M1 Garand. It's kind of like maybe a smaller brother or like a little brother, because it is more accurate than the M1 Garand, but the M1 Garand, you don't necessarily have a fire rate cap. I think you do to an extent, but you can fire that much quicker than you can this one. But with this gun, it is a very slow fire cap. It's literally, you can't have a trigger finger. It's literally designed to be the slowest firing gun in the game, I think, maybe besides one of the LMGs, but it does have a firing cap, and that could get in the way of a lot of gunfights. So that's why I think it is a really bad gun to use over a gun like the M1 Garand, because you're better off using that one. If you have at least decent accuracy, you probably will do better with that gun. But like I said, it all comes down to preference. It all comes down to your kind of play style. If you guys like to be slow and methodical, this gun might be the best for you. And if you guys maybe like playing hardcore, this gun is probably really good, because it can get those 1-shot kills in hardcore. So if you guys like that, by all means get this gun. But if you guys don't really like that playstyle, don't really play that way, then I would recommend saving your credits for another gun that's maybe coming out in the future, or maybe one of the SMGs or the newer shotguns or assault rifles, anything like that. Maybe the Ultra Burst. I haven't tried that yet. Once I get gameplay on that, you guys will definitely hear from me on that. Now, usually I would make this just a gameplay video, but I just want to let you guys know, for me personally, I would not spend these credits on it if I didn't have a choice. I kind of did just for the sake of the video, but any other day I probably wouldn't have gotten this gun if I knew it performed like this. Like I said, it's not necessarily terrible, like it doesn't necessarily have the worst stats in the game, but just for the fact that the slow fire rate really hinders me in a lot of situations. I happened to do really good in this gameplay just because I was kind of slowing it down but still rushing at the same time. I feel like you have to have your sights up at all times, because it does kind of have a slow ADS time. So pre-aim corners, if you shoot fast enough, you'll probably get the kill. Like I said, though, it's just that fire between shots does take a really long time in a game like this, where time is literally of the essence. So that's why I personally think that it is one of the lesser guns, or the guns that I probably aren't going to be used as much. There's a lot more guns. I see a lot of people rocking the Ultra Burst right now, because that's a really strong gun, and this gun just doesn't really compete with that. Kind of wish they would just tune it just a little bit to where the firing is just a little bit faster, even though it is a 2-shot kill. Just make it just a tad faster, to where I can kind of have a trigger finger with it. Not saying make it overpowered, but definitely there is some room for improvement on this gun. But guys, that's how I feel on this gun right here. If you guys have this gun, let me know how you guys feel about this, and do you guys think it's worth getting? Do you guys think it's not? Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. Yeah, just for me personally, it just wasn't really a gun that really vibes with me. I'd prefer a faster firing weapon to use any day of the week. But guys, that's just me. Let me know how you guys feel about this gun in the comments down below. But I think I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of this gameplay. If you guys do enjoy the rest of this gameplay, drop a like, drop a comment what you guys want to see next. This has been your boy Joe for Snake, guys. So we'll catch you in the next video. And remember, stay joyful and game on.